Hey Narwhals, I'm your host Luke Narwhal, and welcome back to another weight loss video. Hope you enjoy. So bummed about how little food the human body actually needs. I'm getting to a point that I understand, maybe not in calories, how much food I need per day, and it is so little. I'm sad because I love food, it's so good, and it's me and my partner's love language in ways. But to spare my body, I can't consume as much per day. Just a real bummer, not a big deal, I guess. I'm hesitant about calories in, calories out, calorie counting, because I find eating out and food labels may be wildly inconsistent. Also, I have no meaningful way to measure my burned calories. Anyways, that's my rant. I feel you. Nowadays, I say to myself, I can eat anything, I can eat everything, but I can't eat it all at once. The lovely food is there tomorrow. It's budgeting. You don't spend everything you earn on the first day of the month. Same with food. LMAO, I learned to procrastinate food, and now I'm realizing how much of a difference it makes. Walking with my girlfriend, I randomly said, "Oh God, look at that cake." So she turned right back to buy it. But I replied, "We could buy it later." She looked at me weird, and I saw the power of being food lazy. One thing that helps with this for me is that I find the enjoyment value of something tasty increases when you hold off from it for a time. When I want General Tso's for dinner but have to wait until Friday for it, I enjoy it so much more than if I just had it 3 times a week like I might if health wasn't a consideration. Keeping my diet clean also gives a lot of opportunity to experiment and explore how to make healthy meals really taste amazing as well. I'm with you on this. I'm about halfway to my goal weight, and out of curiosity, I calculated my total daily energy expenditure as if I had reached my goal weight, and I was not amused by that number. Oh yeah, I definitely feel you on this one. Once I figured out what my TDE was and what it would be once I hit my goal weight, it sucked, and low-key made me angry, lol. When you think about all the holidays and get-together that revolve around food and how high-calorie everything can be, it just made me jealous with people with higher TDEs worse, lol. And even then, with the way I love to eat, even people's TDEs who are bigger than me don't seem like a lot to me. This isn't bothering me as much now, but like, it still sucks. Just replying to say, I get what you mean. I keep reminding myself that most delicious food was, and still is, for most of humanity, festival food, eaten only on special occasions because of cost or availability, and that while I'm very lucky that I can eat it whenever I want, it's probably not what was intended. Quote, and it's me and my partner's love language and ways, end quote. Nothing is more challenging to health than dating. I lost 100 pounds and then gained it all back in a relationship. When I lose it again, I'm gonna have to really tread carefully in my next one. I'm a very short woman with a desk job. I also really love food. I've been on my weight loss journey for 5 months now. I felt really ripped off when I was calculating how many calories a day I should eat. I was pretty angry at the world actually. Then, I learned how to love food and still eat within my calories. I don't 100% calorie count, but I try to track my meals most days. When I'm not counting calories, I make sure to 100% follow the Canada Food Guide. I definitely wish I was taller and could eat more in a day, but it gets easier each day I eat this way. Eating to be a healthier person has not robbed me of my love of food. I love my meals and enjoy each bite of the food I consume. I actually find that because I cannot eat very much in a day, I've been way more selective about what I do eat. If I don't absolutely love it, there's no way I'm wasting my calories on it. I splurged on a restaurant meal recently and it wasn't great. Rather than eat it all because I was hungry and paid for it, I just picked at it for a couple moments and then decided I'd rather waste it and eat something I liked. Before, I would have finished that meal because I could always eat something better later. On the other hand, once you realize all that, it makes it very clear how we gain the excess weight. Once I really began crunching the numbers, my biggest surprise was that I wasn't heavier, based upon the absurd amount of calories and sugar I was consuming. The best way to measure calories in and out is by tracking weight and measurements over time, weeks and months, not days. Ultimately, if you guess both your expenditure and your intake wrong, but the ratio between them is what you want, then the absolute numbers don't matter. My recommendation is first to make sure that things like liquid calories are 0, and then when you're eating out, you're minimizing fat and emphasizing protein for the rest of the day. That will lower calories and increase satiety. But I totally get it. Food can be an absolutely amazing experience. Let's keep the hedonistic treadmill in mind though. If you indulge daily, then the indulgence loses its special nature. If you indulge a couple times a week, then it isn't a rare occurrence, but it also isn't every day, and you can look forward to it. I also recommend making sure that you're walking every opportunity you get. Arrive places early and walk while you wait. An extra 3,000 steps a day or so will help mitigate the weight gain if you're inconsistent with caloric management for a few days in a row. I felt this. My sedentary TDEE has gone from 1944 cal a day to 1626, and when I finally reach my goal, it'll be 1590 a day. Honestly, the only thing I find that helps my killer appetite is exercising an hour a day, 4 to 5 times a week. It allows me to eat 2100 cal a day if I'm maintaining. Throughout losing weight, I've realized that regular exercise, whether you're maintaining or losing weight, is super important. Additionally, you should look into volume eating if you love the full feeling that overeating gives. Often, I add 2 cups of steamed broccoli and cauliflower mixed to meals because it physically fills you up, but each cup is only 25 calories. I also really love canned soups, and I often will add broccoli, cauliflower, celery, frozen mixed veggies, etc., just to add some more volume to the meal. It makes me happy. I understand this is difficult. I live in a household where deep frying, tons of margarine, oils, and all the calorie-dense gram foods do exist, so I still eat all the bad foods in moderation and with tons of veggies to actually satisfy my void of a stomach. I'm also an emotional eater and a food lover, so I understand the sadness 100%. I feel what you're saying. What I would say is, the body needs so little delicious food that makes a person fat. It's actually kind of hard to hit 1400 calories of meat and veggies, even with the oil used to cook them. Add in rice or potato and you'll have enough food, but it is not a party in your mouth. It was real hard for me to get used to. I know if I want to be in shape, my food will taste okay, but it's not pizza level tasty. It also doesn't give me any dopamine response. My body needs way more food than I even want to eat when I'm not eating fun food. I'd rather take a pill to sustain my body's needs than eat a ton of veggies and non-fried meats that also doesn't involve bread. It's no fun after years of doing this. Have a cheat meal sometimes and keep it moving. Unfortunately, being in shape doesn't taste good. Your body needs a lot of food when it's clean food. Problem is, it doesn't feel and taste good when you have to eat all of it. Yeah, I love cooking. I love eating and I love eating out. It kills me to have a treat food as utilitarian to lose weight, but it makes the times I eat out that much more wonderful. And as far as being depressed about how little food you need, yeah, that sucks. But there will be the day when you find out how many strawberries that is, and how much melon that is, and those days are great. You'll discover soda water with orange slices and light whipped cream, and tomatoes with salt and pepper, shrimp and spinach and ginger, breadless BLTs, friggin' good salads, tea and a cookie at the end of the day, that 1 glass of wine, roasted mushrooms with just a hint of Parmesan. There are so many healthy foods to love, and calories in, calories out helps you hack the system so you can find delicious foods that help you lose. It's really frustrating and really annoying and really hard and really, really, really rewarding. We're in this together. You've got this. Share the victories. We need them. Break a leg. I went through the same thing. I work at a bakery and I went crazy with all the sweet and delicious things. But then I got tired of eating fattening food every day, and it led me to eating food that makes my body feel good, and that makes all the difference in my physical readiness and general disposition. But I do not deprive myself. Realizing that you do not need to eat delicious and rich food in large quantities does not mean that I do not get pleasure from eating bites of it. So I have really good bites at work and eating out, and it is delicious, and not overindulging makes it all that much more pleasurable. Also, it is okay to overindulge every now and then, but your body will feel worse than before, kind of like an overeating hangover. And that brings us to the end of the video, narwhals. I really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please tap subscribe to join our awesome community, the narwhals, and for more weight loss stories that help you stay on track. And here's our featured narwhal of the day. 11-month progress, 4'11", 31 pounds down.